saying that Kamen Rider Big's debut was insane. I think it's kind of underwhelming because it's so good. I'm like, this is what debuts should be like, you know, new form debuts should be like. Yeah. So let's talk more about it in this video. Tokusatsu. Yes, everyone. Kochi here in the house here, and welcome to the Tokusatsu channel. Talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Ultraman, and all those stuff here. So first up, I'd like to apologize for the very late video. Yes, I know the latest episode is already out as I'm recording this here, but I have not watched the latest episode. I'm going to be watching it tonight in my Discord, so do join me if you want to check out the latest episode side by side with me. Yes, yeah. So this is still my impressions without knowing what is happening in the next episode, besides Valen getting an upgrade form. Alright, so Big is actually really cool, to be honest. Yeah, like one thing I did mention in a previous video is I like how the characters in Gavv has a lot of weaknesses. Yeah, while Big is like, you know, an overwhelmingly strong character, we also do need to understand that in this fight Shoma was definitely holding back, yeah, because he didn't want to fight a human. His morals are being put into question. Yeah, at the same time, you know, the whole thing about Shoma getting kidnapped was actually pretty interesting. I know it was leading to Shoma getting into trouble and all when he's like, oh no, Handy is in trouble. Okay, let's bring Handy to find my grand uncle. Yeah, then oh no, let's go find Suga to find out what's going on with the whole thing, and then he gets kidnapped. It's kind of, let's be honest, it's kind of predictable at that stage what's going to be happening. Yeah, but I was expecting Valen to fight with Big rather than Gavv fighting Big. Yeah, that was something I did not expect. Okay, and honestly, the whole Big thing, as Big was fighting, I was like, okay, Big seems to be like overpowered. Big is like the perfect, you know, the perfect existence, the perfect creature. Yeah, but then slowly I started to realize, wait a minute, all right. Big isn't that perfect, especially after he finishes his hand. She's like, oh, he's drying all up. Yeah, so I don't know, could Suga be like, you know, lying about his age? Like Big will force him to expose his real age. Yeah, at the same time, another thing that I kind of noticed, or actually was pointed out by one of my community members here, is in the next episode, or the episode that I have not watched here, there were pictures of baby photos in Suga's room. Okay, which was interesting. So, you know, I think Suga has kind of a dark past or a dark history to the whole thing. Yeah. However, at this stage, will Suga actually turn around and become like, you know, the Kamen Rider role of the Gavv series? Yeah, you know, like becoming from a villain to someone on their side. I don't really know, to be honest. Yeah, I don't foresee Suga actually turning over a new leaf. Yeah, I think Suga will die when that's gonna happen. Alright, and in fact, whatever Suga is working on, because I think Suga is probably creating a new child, or trying to, you know, recreate his child or something. I don't know. There's still so much questions about what Suga is all about. Yeah, it might be revealed in today's episode, which I have not watched, so do forgive me about that. Yeah, but yeah. Okay, down to the fights. One thing I definitely want to talk about is Big's fights. Okay, so Big's design, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's okay. I don't think it's like, you know, some over-the-top meowsome design. Yeah, like we're talking about. I like the ice cream. I like the cake. I like, you know, Villain's frappe form. Frappe, right? Yes, yeah, that's coming in. I like these forms, but Big honestly feels a bit underwhelming, underbaked. But the fight is definitely something I really like. Yeah, because one thing I love about Kamen Rider is when they have like a lot of physical fights. Okay, yeah, like everything is all practical effects rather than spamming, you know, edits and spamming special effects. Yeah, so I really like when, you know, Big is like dragging him with her cha 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 cha. Oh my god, that was such a good meowman. Yeah. On top of that, it sort of reminds me of Kamen Rider Build. Okay, there's this scene in Kamen Rider Build that I cannot remember which episode number it is. Yeah. Alright, but it's after you know, Build gets his hazard form. Okay, he lifts up Evolve before Evolve became Evolve. Okay, yeah, lifts up Evolve, and he was like, punching Evolve in the air as Evolve was being dragged across. I just remember that scene so well. And when I saw the floor dragging, I was like, oh, that floor dragging, you know, stunt of sequence just kind of remind me of that build sequence, yeah, because that's one of my most favorite, you know, build action sequence. I should go and find it someday, okay, and show you which episode of this, yeah. Alright, so yeah, when I saw it here, I was like, oh, they are going full out of the fight scene. I don't know, when you have physical action being put in the whole thing versus like CGI spam, like how some series does it, okay, I really think it enhances the whole feeling to the whole show, yeah. Like it makes the whole show feel a lot more grounded when it's all, you know, physical pap action, okay, yeah. So anyways, let me know in the comments below, okay, yeah, what do you think about last week's episode? And do join me for this week's episode tonight in the Discord, okay? Midnight +8 GMT. Alright, so see you, nya! Nya nya!